Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, the topic that I'm gonna be sharing is a very important one for your spiritual journey, so make sure you watch it till the end because as a Christian, you must know this. If you're not aware about the thing that I'm gonna be sharing with you today, your spiritual journey is about to be, it's gonna be difficult, and also you will face a lot of struggles and your spiritual level is likely to demote. So make sure you watch this video very carefully till the end. I'm sure that as a Christian you might be very familiar with the word temptation because temptation is a word that we hear a lot about. But what I'm gonna be sharing with you today in this video is something you would not want to miss. So make sure you watch it until the end, and also don't skip the video because if you do, you won't understand it properly and you might miss out many important points. And also if you're new to my channel, I am Leche Koza and I come up with videos that will help you with your spiritual journey. And so if that's something that you need, consider subscribing and also press the bell icon so that you will never miss any of my uploads. Guys, as you can see, it's very windy right here, so the sound might not be very clear, but I hope you will understand whatever I said. Okay, now let's get straight into the video. Now, we as Christians, we face a lot of temptations, but what exactly is temptation? See, the thing is, temptation is not a problem, but we are the problem. How? Because if we are not attracted to anything wrong, if we were never attracted to something that is wrong, temptations wouldn't exist. Let me explain. Just suppose you like shopping very much, you like to shop, and then you spend a lot of money buying the latest fashionable clothes, and one day you realize that you need to start saving money and stop wasting money, and you do that. Now what happens when somebody comes and offers you the best clothes in the world for just 50% discount on it? So it's sure that you're gonna be tempted, you're gonna be attracted, and you're more likely to buy that stuff because you're attracted to it. And that's what temptation is. Temptation is what you're attracted to. But what if somebody comes and offers you alcohol, let's say? You're not gonna be tempted because you're not interested in alcohol. And the same alcohol when offered to an alcoholic person is gonna be a great temptation to him. But the clothes that you wear, you were tempted to, if that's offered to that alcoholic person, he won't even give a damn to it because he's not even interested and it's not gonna be a temptation for him. And so, temptation is what you're attracted to. You are tempted when you are attracted to something wrong. So basically, anything wrong that you're tempted to becomes a temptation to you. And we as humans, we cannot avoid temptation because we are always attracted to one thing or the other. Even Jesus was tempted. Matthew chapter 4 verses 2 and 3 says, "And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread." Here Satan used food to tempt Jesus because at that particular time Jesus was hungry because he was fasting, and the devil knew that. And if Jesus, being the Son of the living God, was tempted while he was on earth, it's sure that we're gonna be tempted too. So the devil uses what we're attracted to, what we need, what we want, to tempt us because he knows what we need, he knows what we're attracted to, and using that particular thing, he tempts us. Temptation can come through many ways, through your friends, your families, your relatives, or even yourself. At times, nobody offers you any wrong things, but you are the one offering wrong things to yourself. Regardless of where the temptations are coming from, they have the power to either promote you or demote you. Let's say you're playing a game in which if you win, you're promoted to the next level, and if you lose, you're demoted to the previous level. It's a game where you don't stay at the same level, but you either win and go up to another level, or you lose and you get down to, you get demoted to the previous level. That happens depending on whether you win the game or lose the game. And in order to win the game, there are certain rules you must follow. You cannot just win it. You have to be skilled enough even as you're following the games. In the same way, Temptations has the power to either promote your spiritual level or demote it, depending on whether you overcome it or whether you fall in it. So I'm gonna be giving you 4 rules which you must follow if you want to be an overcomer and promote your spiritual level. Rule number 1, know how to use the Word of God. And in order to use the Word of God, you first gotta know the Word of God. And so it's so important to know the Bible, to read the Bible. Matthew 4:4. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God. Matthew 4:7 says, Jesus said unto him, It is written again, Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Matthew 4:10 also says, Then said Jesus unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. Here we can see that Jesus used the phrase, It is written. So basically he quoted the word of God to defend the devil. Matthew 4:11 says, So the devil left Jesus, and then some angels came to Jesus and helped him. Here we see that the devil left Jesus. So if you have the Word of God within you, if you know the Word of God properly and know how to use it during temptations, the devil will not be able to defeat you and he will give up because the Word of God is inside of you. Rule number 2, maintain prayer life. Matthew 26:41 says, Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. In order to become an overcomer, we must maintain prayer life because without prayer, we won't be able to overcome any kind of temptation. Even the Word of God tells us to pray so that we will not fall into temptation. And sometimes the flesh may be weak, the flesh won't want to pray, but the spirit should be willing, and you should give the spirit the opportunity to win the battle. Matthew 6:13 says, And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Temptations are sure to come, but you must pray to God that you will not be led into the temptation. You cannot keep birds from flying over your head, but you can keep them from building a nest in your hair. In the same way, temptations will come, but it's up to you whether you fall in it or whether you overcome it. So, we must pray that we will not fall into temptation. Rule number 3, be attracted to God more than you're attracted to anything else. As I've already mentioned before, attraction is what causes temptation. For example, money, fame, porn, a particular boy or a girl, or even, there are many things that you might be attracted to, and what attracts you becomes a temptation to you. The devil uses the things that you're attracted to tempt you because he knows that you're more likely to fall for the things that you're attracted to. So here's the solution. If you are attracted to God the most, more than anything or anyone else, you will not fall. There's not a way that you will fall for any other kind of attractions because God is what attracts you the most. Being attracted to God the most will keep you from falling into other kinds of attractions because you know that when you fall into those attractions, it will put a gap between you and God, and you don't want that to happen, right? So the more attracted you are to God, the lesser chance you have to fall into other kinds of attractions, that is temptations. Now last but not the least, rule number 4, develop self-control. Titus 2:11 and 12 says, For the grace of God has appeared that offers salvation to all people. It teaches us to say no to ungodliness and worldly passions, and to live self-controlled, upright, and godly lives in this present age. Proverbs 25:28 says, A man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls. Galatians 5:22 and 23 says, The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. Self-control is a very important thing to have as a Christian. So even if you're about to do something wrong, don't do it. Have self-control. So these are the 4 tips, the 4 rules that you must follow in order to live a life of an overcomer so that you will be able to win over every temptation that comes in your way. And when you overcome a temptation, guess what? Yes, you will be promoted and you will be challenged with another higher level of temptation so that you can be promoted even higher. So the more temptations you face, the higher your spiritual level is gonna be. It's like a game you must master. Be a pro. Take temptations as a challenge and win over it so that your spiritual level will go even higher. Let temptation promote you and not demote you. Now let's review all the things that we learned, the 4 rules that we must follow in order to overcome temptations. Rule number 1, know how to use the Word of God. Rule number 2, maintain prayer life. Rule number 3, be attracted to God more than you're attracted to anything or anyone else. And rule number 4, develop self-control. If you know more rules on how to overcome temptations, please share with us in the comment sections below. I would love to hear from you as well. Before winding up, I would like to shout out to my friend's channel, Kenei Angami. She has something to say to you all.
Hi friends, my name is Kenei and I started my YouTube channel a month ago. I decided to use this platform to share the message of hope and love to the people, and also the main reason of my YouTube channel is to help the people grow more spiritually and to help them build a stronger personal relationship with God. So please do support my channel and help me spread the love of God. Thank you so much.
So this is her channel. I'm gonna be putting one of her video links in my description below. You can go and check it out, and also I request you all to kindly subscribe to her channel and support her. If you found this video helpful, make sure you share it with the people you love so that they will be encouraged too. And also don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so that you'll be there when I come up with another such God related video. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.